Hello everyone, it's Leo and today is February 2nd, so this means the Magical Cinnamon channel is 3 years old. Can you believe it? It's been a while since I've been here and I'm very happy that I'm celebrating this moment together with a Healing Good debut. The first episode is here and I loved it. But before I start talking about that, it's like I'm very happy to, celebrate 3 years. And I've just hit 2,000 subscribers. Thank you very much for everybody who's here with me. Like, it's a lot of people, and I've promised to Galaxyfish to do a celebration video ranking the 60 cures we have so far when I hit 2,000 subscribers. So like, I have a heavy burden on me right now because this is going to be very hard. But anyway, it's time to talk about Healing Good. The first episode is here already. I've done a video reacting to the opening and the ending and another one reacting to Grace's transformation and attack. So if you want to see my opinion on those, they're going to be on those videos. Here, I'm going to talk about the episode. Anyways, I think that this was a very great introduction to a series. It was a very beautifully done episode. The art direction of Healing Good is really something else. And the nature theme is very present throughout the episode and the backgrounds and everything. Like the town they live in is so beautiful and peaceful, and like it's a delight to the eyes. It was a great episode. So we start off with Nodoka arriving at this city, which is like she's new to this place and she absolutely loved it. And I feel like it was very endearing seeing her, enjoying herself and running around the house and, meeting this new house that she's going to live in, talking a lot. And especially when she starts running away from the house and to meet the different places she's going to be in, their parents say something like, okay, now she's able to run, let her do whatever. And that was very beautiful, as like Nodoka is being a very endearing character right at the start, and I just loved the way they introduced her like that, and the way they introduced her parents as well. You guys know, I've got a thing for PreCure dads, and her dad is like the nerdy type, which is very cute. I like her dad already. But, when Nodoka gets to go to the city, she meets our two other girls, and I think that, as I said, this was a very good introductory episode because it was very good in introducing people, So when she meets Hinata, the scene in which she meets her was very nice. I loved Hinata. I expected her to have more of a cutesy type of voice, and she doesn't, which is good, I think. And I just loved their interaction. It was very funny. And her interaction with Chiyu was also great. Chiyu has more of like this calm and mature personality, at the same time being very beautiful. The thing she noticed first about Chiyu is her beauty, which is something that I was a little impressed with because I thought that the beauty part was going to be all to Hinata, but I think that Hinata's part is going to be like the cute type. So she's going to play the cute type, or she's going to try to play the cute type. I don't know. But their introductions were very nice. And then we have the magical part of this, which is the Healing Garden. And the Healing Garden is a very interesting place to me. Since when we saw the characters for the first time, I already said, like, I love Tachinu's design. She's going to be a queen and everything. Well, she's literally a queen. She's the queen of that place. And the thing is, it seems that the place itself is kind of destroyed. And the only area that isn't is the area around a statue, which has grass, and it's where Teachinu is. But it's like she is the last one standing. We see lots of other animals that are destroyed, some small and some big animals. So I feel like those big animals are like adult animals, and the small ones are small mascots like the ones we're going to follow in this season. And so I feel like the Healing Garden is probably like on its last stand, and Teachinu sends Latte and the other three mascots to Earth so that they can purify Earth and then it's going to be like a consequence, and then to the healing garden, and it's going to be purified as well. I don't know. But the thing is, after they go, Tatooine looks at the statue and says, protect them, like look over them. And this statue is very mysterious. I'm pretty sure she's going to have a lot to do with this season's story. And I already have my theory, which I'm going to share in a video this week. I don't know, maybe later this week. I'm going to gather all my thoughts and create a like more fleshed out video with them. But anyways, I'm going to get there later on in this video again with this statue. And then when the mascots arrive on Earth, we get to know them a little more, and we get to know a little bit of their personalities. And one of the things they say is which type of partner they want to have. And Rabidin quickly says that she wants a doctor to be her partner because they need to heal Earth, and the people that are able to heal are doctors. And this is a funny thing because I feel like we quickly think about doctors while we also have lots of other types of people who are able to heal. And like doctors are the ones that always come to mind first. And so that's her train of thought, you know, and that's the type of person that she's going to be after. And I think this is going to be a very important thing for her character later on, and for Nodoka as well, in consequence. And then Pegitan says that he wants someone who treats him kindly, and I found that very cute because he seems to be all shy and like he's not confident in himself at all. And so like I feel like he's going to be the cutest. I just loved him. And then Nyatoran said he wanted someone with the same type of personality he has, and he has a very fiery and energetic personality, which is going to be nice. And then we have like some very funny scenes with Rabidin, like the scene in which she gets thrown away by a bag. It was awesome, like pure Rabidin. But it's interesting that the mascots in this season, like they don't really have, like at least Rabidin didn't have this thought of those humans are going to find me strange and I'm not going to say anything to them. I'm going to keep my identity a secret, you know? So they didn't really think about that. Only Nyatoran said, Nyatoran told Latte like, oh, thank God we're just a simple cat and dog, right? And the other ones are like stranger animals to appear in the wild, so people will see them and they're gonna be shocked about them for sure. The other two can kind of hide, I think. And so when the episode progressed, we see the villain, like we see a very beautiful garden. Like the garden itself was awesome. Like as I said, visually, this season is using all of the stops, you know, it's great, it's beautiful. And so when Nodoka was trying to enjoy the place, and then Daruizen, the villain, appeared, and he used like a kind of a virus or a bacteria, I don't know, to rot the plant and the nature. And so like I think this is obviously going to be a thing, like them using their powers to destroy nature. And so like all the plants, they rot. I don't know if that's the right word to use for plants, but you know what I mean, right? And then a big monster appeared, Mega Byogenzu. I don't remember. I forget everything. And so we have like this relation of Nodoka going after the monster and trying to understand what's going on, because she listened that there was a dog there. She listened that there was a dog waiting to be saved, and a little kid wanted to save the dog, but it couldn't. And so she goes there and she gets into the middle of the fray. She is able to help the dog, and then she meets the mascots. And at that moment, I felt like it felt very natural to her. She didn't question them and anything like that. And she just wanted to help. And then we learned a little bit of her past, which was the fact that she was sick and she had her parents right by her side saying it was going to be okay. They were supporting her, which is like, when you're sick, having support and like mental stability is very important, which isn't easy, especially depending on what you have. But like if you have someone by your side, I think it makes things easier for you to go through. And it was very cute that now she is the one that's trying to support Latte, because Latte gets sick when a monster appears and the nature starts to get destroyed. And so like Rabirin didn't want to be partners with Nodoka because Nodoka is not a doctor. Nodoka is not someone who she trusts to heal the earth, because like she wanted a professional to do that, and Nodoka isn't. Nodoka is just a child. But the other mascots told Rabirin, like, go for it. Like she is the one that she's open to do it. You're resonating and everything, and she did it. She ended up transforming, becoming her grace, and the fight was, I think that was the part that I didn't like about this episode. The fight itself, like her jumping to the sky is like PreCure. This is part of PreCure history. This is just what PreCure is all about, and it's very funny. Those scenes are very funny, and they need to be there. It's tradition. It was nice. And then she kicking the monster, awesome. But what I didn't really like was the fact that Rabirin was very explanatory in what it was doing. Like, oh, you should press my paw 3 times. You should press my paw 1 time for us to scan. Let's use our scan. And then you should do this, you should do that. It ended up being kind of annoying, and it broke the rhythm of the fight, of the scene to me. The scene should have been greater if Rabirin wasn't speaking about all those things all the time. And another thing I didn't really like was the fact that Nodoka was very excited. She was like, wonder. She was like, she found everything wonderful about becoming a cure. And Rabirin was like, you pay attention to what you're doing, like stop wondering about you becoming a magical thing. This isn't something you should be happy about. You should be serious about this. And I do understand Rabirin's side, but I also do understand Nodoka's side. And I feel like when the person is happy and enjoying the moment, don't burst the bubble. Let them have their moment. And I don't know. I feel like it's going to be an important thing for Rabirin's and Nodoka's relationship, but I don't know. Like I'm having my troubles with Rabirin so far. I do understand her side. I do understand that she needs to be very responsible because she needs to heal the earth, and that's something very serious to her. But slow down a little, girl. Slow down a little. Nodoka's going to be a great partner to you, and you don't need to push her that hard. And anyways, I think that one of the important things about this fight was the fact that Daruizen said when he saw Cure Grace, he said, oh, is that someone, like, he thought about someone that existed, and then he said, no, it can't be. A human does not live that long. So that means we had a cure later on, like in the past, and this person is probably already dead, and it's the statue woman for sure. And I think that this person is already dead because, well, she got old and people age, and it's like 100 years ago, we don't know. And this person is not here with us anymore, but her spirit and her power still lives on within that statue. I think that's more or less what's going to be like. But as I said, I'm going to do a video on this only. But anyways, I think that's what was important, about this fight. Like this was the most important thing. And then after that, we saw that there was a flower spirit, and this flower spirit got purified when it turned into the monster, and it got purified by Cure Grace. And like it was very cute when they used the bottle, and then they used the bottle on that latte to make her healed. It was awesome. I found it very cute. And Nodoka freaking out when she saw the mascot speaking at the end of the episode. It was priceless. It was very good. Like the rhythm of this episode was very good. I really liked it, and it was a lot of fun. I feel like we're on to an awesome season. With this 3 years of Magical Cinnamon, I have talked about Kira Kira, Hugto, and Star Twinkle. 3 amazing seasons. I love the 3 of them with all my heart, and I feel like PreCure is bringing and delivering it to us year after year. I think all those 3 seasons have been great in so many different aspects, and one thing that's very nice is that each of those seasons is very different from one another. They stand out a lot, and I feel like Healing Good is going to be another season that stands out a lot as well, And I felt like I've seen people saying that they got reminded of Go Princess or Doki Doki, and after like when I saw the images for the first time, I said, oh, this is so Go Princess. And then when I saw the mascots, oh, this is so Doki Doki. But after watching the episode, I didn't get a strong vibe of like a particular season. You know, I just felt like it has its own charm. And another thing, the soundtrack is very good. The soundtrack is very, very good. I love the songs they play in the episode itself. It was very nice. And another thing, when Peggyton was looking at its paws and, you know, thinking about like, oh my god, how do I find someone who is going to touch my paws? How does this work? It was so cute. Oh my god. This season is going to be it. I'm seeing it. Like, it's going to be a great, great, great season. I just cannot wait to see more. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anyways, guys, that was my view on the first episode of Healing Good, PreCure. I am very excited to see more. I just cannot wait. Please share in the comment your views and opinions on this episode. Let's keep talking in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time. Bye-bye.